May the peace of the Lord be with you all. Today's Gospel Reflection, September 27th, 2025, Saturday.
I, Zechariah, raised my eyes and looked. There was a man with a measuring line in his hand. I asked, "Where are you going?" He answered, "To measure Jerusalem, to see how great is its width and how great its length." Then the angel who spoke with me advanced, and another angel came out to meet him and said to him, "Run, tell this to that young man. People will live in Jerusalem as though in open country, because of the multitude of men and beasts in her midst. But I will be for her an encircling wall of fire, says the Lord, and I will be the glory in her midst. Sing and rejoice, O daughter Zion. See, I am coming to dwell among you, says the Lord. Many nations shall join themselves to the Lord on that day, and they shall be his people, and he will dwell among you.
The Holy Gospel according to Luke. While they were all amazed at his every deed, Jesus said to his disciples, "Pay attention to what I am telling you. The Son of Man is to be handed over to men." That they did not understand this saying. Its meaning was hidden from them, so that they should not understand it. And they were afraid to ask him about this saying. The Gospel of the Lord. Reflection. Life has a way of surprising us with moments of triumph followed quickly by lessons of humility. Picture a student who has just received the top award at graduation. The applause fills the room, and pride swells in his heart. But later that day, he overhears his parents quietly reminding him that the real test lies ahead. How he will live out his values when no one is watching. How he will carry responsibility when the cheering stops. In the same way, Jesus' disciples once stood in awe of his greatness, yet in that very moment, he spoke about his coming suffering. This tension between glory and sacrifice is at the heart of our faith. In a world that prizes recognition, power, and comfort, it can be difficult to embrace the idea that true greatness often comes through humility, service, and even suffering. Consider the doctor who chooses to work in a rural community where resources are limited. She could have stayed in a big city, earning more money and recognition, but she sees her mission in serving where she is needed most. Her reward is not the applause of people, but the quiet joy of knowing lives are being touched. The disciples struggled to understand this paradox. How could the one they followed, the one who healed the sick and calmed storms, speak about rejection and death? Their confusion mirrors our own hesitation when life does not align with our expectations of success. Many of us imagine faith as a path to constant blessing, but we are challenged to see that God's plan often includes difficulties that shape us more than victories ever could. Think of an athlete preparing for a championship. Behind every medal is an unseen story of early mornings, exhausting workouts, strict diets, and sacrifices. To the crowd, the victory looks effortless, but the athlete knows the hidden cost. In the same way, the glory of Christ could not be separated from his suffering. The cross was not an accident, it was the road that led to eternal hope. For us today, the question becomes, are we willing to embrace both the joy and the cost of discipleship? It might mean standing for honesty in a workplace where corruption is rewarded. It might mean forgiving someone who has wronged us deeply, even when others say holding a grudge is justified. It might mean choosing time with family or service to community over chasing endless promotions. These choices rarely bring instant applause, but they align us with the heart of Christ. Another modern example is the parent who quietly works two jobs to provide for their children's education. There are no cameras recording their sacrifices, no trophies to display on the shelf, yet their willingness to endure difficulty for the sake of love paints a picture of true greatness. In the eyes of the world, it may seem ordinary. In the eyes of God, it reflects the path of his Son, choosing love even when it costs much. The disciples eventually understood this lesson, but only after walking with Jesus through his suffering and resurrection. And so it is with us. The meaning of sacrifice often becomes clearer only in hindsight, but faith invites us to trust even when we do not fully understand, to embrace the mystery that life's deepest victories often wear the disguise of loss. In the end, the call is not to seek suffering for its own sake, but to see it as part of a larger story. Just as the shadow of the cross gave way to the light of the resurrection, our trials can become seeds of transformation. When we choose to walk faithfully through both joy and challenge, we become living testimonies that true greatness is not measured by applause, but by love that endures to the end.